Hi everyone, and after a little bit of a break, welcome back to Caravel Gaming, and I'm Boomer, and I'm here with.
Matty, hey guys.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
it wasn't pre-planned and I was not prepared for it.
that's unfortunately that's just the way things are. And just before we get started here, just want to send a quick shout out to Ribbo, who over the last 24 hours has had basically I think it's impacted wisdom tooth surgery. So best of luck to you, mate, and hopefully we'll see you back producing videos ASAP. And as for Lee, get producing videos.
Yep.
So what we've got here is we actually have a arena from Maddy as usual. He's refusing to play any of the quote unquote overpowered classes.
It's not quote unquote.
All right, fair enough. Not quote unquote. You actually do think those classes are. You do think Mage and Paladin are overpowered. So
Yeah, I do.
we are going to be looking at a. Ooh. And I'd be partial to Hunter here. Sorry, Druid here, to tell you the truth. I know you like a bit of Hunter, but I'd have been partial to Druid there.
Yeah, the funny thing is when I recorded, I actually previously have recorded a video with Warrior for Caravel Gaming. It turned out to have sound problems.
Oh.
So basically I got offered the 3 class that I made a video for CG. And that's why I went ahead and picked
Boulderfish
Hunter again
versus
because
Hargis. I'd have gone with Harvest there, I've got to admit.
yeah, I think if you're going for like a tempo deck with 2 unleashes, that's pretty much what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, two
Uh,
unleashes is obviously a really good start.
yeah, and I'm just picking the beast.
Oh, that's an interesting spot. One
Yeah,
goes.
I mean, Sea Giant combos really well with the doggies, but I'm not sure if I want to rely on doggies 100% because if doggies don't come or like get counterspelled or something, or just there's not enough minion on the board, then I can play my Sea Giant
Yeah,
well. So I think it's a longbow.
yeah. I mean, Longbow's fine, isn't it? It's basically Hunter's version of Gorehowl. Um, Dark Iron Dwarf really good.
Yeah, although I was tempted to play the Timberwolf.
You reckon Crocalist over Arcane shot that? Oh, Houndmaster.
Yeah, with the Tantra Rhino, I think it's better.
I suppose you're going like all in on beasts here now at this point.
Yeah, basically I wanted to draft a beast deck, which is not the best mindset to draft Hunter, but
Interesting there that you took Buzzard over Scavenging Hyena. Is that just due to the fact you've got the three Unleash the Hounds now, so it's just coming
yeah,
up with
yeah,
as much
basically I
combo
have
as
to play
possible?
the Unleash combo. So
Yeah,
like Hunter relies on the Buzzard Unleash turn 4.
yeah,
Or maybe not turn 4, but then turn 5 or turn 6. So yeah, it basically has to happen because I have no other card show in my deck.
okay.
And with 3 unleashes, that's going to happen. So
So are you going to take a second Starving Buzzard here over a second Golem?
definitely, that will give me the combo on turn 4. So
Okay,
like with 2 buzzards and 3 unleashes, it would be pretty ridiculous
yeah.
not to get the combo in like by like turn 8 or something.
That's Scar, the old Savannah Highmane. Pretty much impossible to do. Wow, that's the first time I think I'll ever see that. And it might be the last time
Taking
I ever
doggy
see
over.
that, taking a Direwolf Alpha over a Yeti.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty all in, but it combos really well. So like on turn 6, I can play the buzzard, unleash the doggies, and then basically give every doggy +1 attack with the
Yeah, because
dire doggy.
you just conga them down the line, don't you? So it's
Yeah, and it also cycles. So at this point, I guess it maybe wasn't the best draft, but it's just a pretty all in play, and
I
I
mean, we're
like to.
just looking here. Look at this curve that's going on.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's not. It's not a curve. It's like look.
Standard hunter curve, by the way.
Yeah,
So
it's like you're going to get a your 2 mana bar chart can now be seen from space.
yeah,
But we've got Chillwin. I think as much as you miss Chillwin Yeti last. See who gets offered 3 Chillwin Yetis. Like really? Oh God, Cult Master. Do you want to draw even more cards?
definitely.
I mean, Stormwind Champion. I mean, you're going to make quite a lot of guys for sure. But yeah, don't like any of those really. Snipe's probably the best of those, rather than the because you don't really have any way of getting the acolyte right. Ooh, Timberwolf. Yeah, you're basically a hunter combo deck, aren't you? At this point,
Yeah.
it's like I am in fact playing constructed hunter. I'm just allowed 3 unleash the hounds.
Yeah, that's what's happening here. And actually, I took Acolyte in that pick because I want to get closer to my combo. So I actually don't care about playing the quote unquote standard arena play. I just want to get closer to my combo.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of. I mean, we'll see this when I think Lee does some constructive videos, and we've already seen it when Ribbo and Lee did their constructive videos. That Hunter does not play like any other class. And I think that might be one of the reasons why Hunter, because for me, when I've been playing against a Hunter, it's sort of a weird, it's a weird angle. It's like you feel either completely in control or you just feel helpless against a Hunter. It's like, there's very little actually being in the middle. And I think that Ribbo and I had this conversation. I think we've had this conversation as well. Hunter is basically, you will either get 12 wins or you'll get 3 wins. Is usually the way that it goes.
And with 3 Unleash the Hounds, it's pretty hard to get
3 wins. Although,
wins.
I'm sure I'd be capable of doing it. I mean, I know that I know everyone's well aware of how awesome my play ends up being a lot of the time. So. And no, I've still not made it any better. So I recorded a mage arena recently. I thought I'd been doing quite well because I'd 7 wins plus to my last 5 arenas, and then said, okay, I'll record one, and just played utterly dreadful. All right, I got to 7 wins, but it was still my God. I think I made every single play incorrectly.
Yeah.
So pretty standard start so far. Our priest opponent, we've probably already won because it's, but the fact that he's made some pretty substandard cards so far as well. That's not a substandard card. That's probably the priest's best card.
Well, I'd argue with that, but it's pretty good for sure.
Which one would you? Oh God, Unleash is going to be brutal here. What? Which cards would you actually have above it?
Well, some rares for sure.
Well, obviously,
also, I think Temple Enforcer is really good. What else? I mean, Holy Nova, obviously. So, yeah, and at this point, I think I'm going to have to unleash. It's just
the old 3-for-1 unleash there worked quite well. I love how that always happens. What a priest does, absolutely 100% of the time happens when you unleash or you do a buzzard unleash. The first thing that happens is that your opponent goes, "Well played." As if it's it's not hard to pull off an unleash to cast Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah, but on the other hand, it's the only really amazing spell of Hunter, except for maybe multi-shot. So, playing around it is not a huge deal. Don't play the Young Priestess, and not necessarily a much bigger trouble, but still, I'm in trouble. So,
you can always just make a 6/5, But when going back to that Hunter, it's they do have Deadly Shot as well. So I always find myself with a Hunter because playing against a Hunter, I always feel really uncomfortable. Because you're trying to play around so much. It's you've got to get your positioning right because of explosive shot. You've got to get your, what creatures you put down right because multi-shot can wreck you, explosive shot can wreck you. And, so it just feels to me if you're up against if you are actually up against someone who knows what they're doing with Hunter, it's really tough.
Yeah.
I was a little bit concerned there because obviously, taking the high main down to 6-2 meant that Holy Nova did actually, kill both our guys. But I suppose with the Hound Master there, you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely play the Houndmaster at that turn, and also look at this combo because this combo will come up quite frequently. The Tundra Rhino and Emperor Cobra combo.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a beast, is it? The Cobra. Ouch.
Yeah, the Cobra is a beast, so basically
Ouch.
you get to draw cards off of it.
Yeah, this
Or
deck.
with Buzzard, and so on turn 10 you can play the Cobra Rhino Buzzard combo, obviously in the other order.
Yeah, I know that you're like a huge fan of card drawing. It's like the first thing
Yeah.
you said earlier was like, I don't have any card drawing in this deck. And it's like, au contraire, you know. Like, I
Yeah,
have,
now I do.
yeah, now I have a ton of card drawing in this deck. Well, that was a good Holy Nova for him for sure.
Yeah, it was, but I'm still in value advantage. So he likes 3 for 1 me with Holy Nova.
Yeah, and you did manage to find the on-table kill, so.
Yeah.
We know plenty of those that have been missed. Certainly over our, well, my videos for sure, but even over Ribbo's, and I think you might have missed one on camera.
Oh, I missed plenty on camera. It just maybe wasn't on Carol Gaming. Yeah, but missing lethal is definitely one of my expertise. So because when I'm ridiculously ahead and I have the answer to everything, I generally don't look for lethal, but look for how can I keep the value so I can kill him later.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that happens in a lot of TCGs. I've seen it happen in Magic a lot of the time as well, that, you get in that position where you're so confident you're going to win the game, your play actually becomes really sloppy.
Yeah.
Because,
It was actually a really interesting mulliganing decision, sorry to interrupt, but with tracking in hand, I'm sure I'm going to have a turn 2 or turn 3 play, so the question is if I keep the Yeti or not.
I think I kind of like keeping the Yeti there if you've got the tracking turn 1. I mean, it's so unlikely you're not going to have a 2-3 play with tracking.
Yeah. Yeah, and also I know what, turn to look for.
Yeah.
And he just played a 2-1, which is really bad for me, but
Yeah.
I have to give him free value here. Sadly.
Because otherwise he just kills your Emperor Cobra anyway, so...
Yeah, or just hits me in the head a couple of times and I completely lose board position, so...
Yeah.
Because, I could have just steady shot and do nothing, but...
I mean, what we have... I mean, fortunately, the Cobra will actually kill the Acolyte straight up, which is...
Actually, it deals damage first and then destroys it.
Yeah,
so he gets to draw a card.
Yeah, he draws one, not the multiple that he might get.
Yeah.
Seeing that card played quite a bit recently. In the last 2 games, but...
Not sure why. Really
not
sure.
really sure why, yeah. Having said that, though, I suppose if you're offered, like, Shield Bearer and... if you're offered, like, Shield Bearer plus, like, Gulcher Footman.
Yeah.
Or Wisp, yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's a 4-3 for 3 if you can,
If you can, but it's not as good as a 4-3 for 3 because, like, obviously... Yeah, well, it's both better and worse than a 4-3 for 3 because, obviously, it...
it can split the damage, but it takes damage as well.
Yeah,
so.
it takes damage as well, so it's still going to die to a... it's going to die to a 3-4 before it gets the chance to kill it.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not an awful card, especially if you can buff it. Like, if I had, 5 Cold Bloods in my deck, I maybe take him as a rogue.
Well, I mean, if you can, Angry Chicken, if you can buff it,
Yeah.
But, it's unlikely that it's going to be, when you have cards that have to have other cards with them to be good, that's when you have to start really thinking. I mean, like, Unleash the Hounds is fine on its own because, at the end of the day, it's like, it's Hunter's Flame Strike. So...
Yeah, it generally comes down as a 2-for-1 or, even without comboing it up.
Yep. So what are you thinking about your play for the next turn anyway at this point? Is it just going to be Argent Commander probably, or...
Yeah,
Well,
it probably
that plays
will be.
into Unleash a bit.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping to draw Unleash, but that's probably not going to happen. So, I mean, the other play I might just do is okay. He attacked into it, so it's not the best. Oh, look at the top deck.
Nice. See what you nick. Oh well.
It wasn't the worst.
No, it wasn't the worst, but it was close to
Um,
it.
Yeah. Now I can play the Harvest Golem.
I mean,
And I
they're
obviously
gonna.
wasn't paying attention to. Oh no, I actually was.
Yeah, you were gonna
To
lose both your guys anyway there.
Yeah. No, I just thought Betrayal. So the positioning of the 3-3 was bad because of Betrayal, but actually it wasn't because I was going to trade. So
Yeah.
oh, look at that, a dire donkey that does nothing. Oh, it combos up the Drink Leader. I see.
Yeah.
So he's really playing into Unleash.
Yeah, it's like seriously playing into Unleash at this point.
And by turn 6, we haven't seen any of the cards for the combo.
Nope.
So there are 5 cards in our deck we haven't seen.
Okay.
And that was a really bad play by him.
It didn't look to be the best, that one. Well, you've got a buzzard part of your combo, I suppose.
I actually may waste it for the Buzzer Tundra Rhino here.
I mean, I don't think that's horrible.
No, I mean, it cycles my Buzzer just fine.
Yep.
And I can always take those out.
Yep. You can use Hunter's Mark here, I suppose, but... Yeah. Seems fine. I mean, he's going to take out your Rhino now with his blade, but you're still equal to slightly up on value, and you've still got, like, Unleash in your deck. Yikes.
Actually, he's up in value because he can take the 2-3 out for.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, we're equal, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The only problem is that I can't take care of that 3-3, so in the last turn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm just going pretty all in now.
Yeah, I mean 7-6 is pretty big.
Yeah.
If he buffs it, oh yeah, that's awkward.
It's still not that awkward because he has to take down the 2-2. Or not, but then I can kill his 7-6 and also draw a card of the 2-2. That's why it is silly not to attack the 2-2. And there are the doggies. A little bit too late, but whatever.
Well, not that late. I mean, you know, if he creates if he makes a guy now, at least it hits a guy for something and draws a card, right?
Yeah.
If he can't kill Cult Master, then you've just got to think that Cult Master's going to win you the game.
Definitely. Although it would be... Wow, and he actually cannot deal 1 direct damage to the 4-2.
I mean, that's pretty lucky when you're up against a rogue.
Yeah. The question is if I should unleash or not. I actually think I should unleash.
Well, yeah, you'd get to draw another couple of cards. I think if you unleashed first, you probably would have been better there.
Yeah, but I decided not to unleash for some reason. Yeah. I think I should have unleashed because with the Houndmaster I can take the 2-4 down.
Yeah.
And still have a 3-1 in place, so I think that would have been better.
Yeah. And you would have like drawn 3 extra cards there as well, or something like that.
Yeah. So. Although I can protect the Cardmaster still, so...
Oh, he's desperate.
I mean, yeah, he is. And, you know, next turn I have 2 unleashes, so If he plays
Yeah,
another minion, he's
if he-
just basically dead.
Yeah, if he makes minions here rather than killing your guys, he's just dead. Double fan of knives, maybe here. He has to kill that cult master. Oh dear. I think this is going to be messy.
Well,
Did you just...
well, he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah. There was no BM going on there from you. It's half expected you to run your dogs into the Gnomish Inventor to draw more cards. So
Really?
that- yeah,
You'd
that-
expect that from me?
That's how much you like drawing cards. It's like I thought that I liked drawing cards, but I've never known anyone who likes drawing more cards than you.
I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, I mean, value is value. You get value out of card draw, so...
I mean, I like drawing cards. I mean, like Magic the Gathering. Probably one of the reasons why I stayed with the game for so long was that there were cards which said "draw X cards" on it. You know, and like, it was one of card that was in standard until recently. It was like one of my favourite cards of all time because it said "draw X cards, gain X life." And it was a quick action as well. So it was basically just a case of like, yeah, I don't see how aggro's beating this. Like, ever. I'll just draw 5 cards, gain 5 life. And it didn't cost as much as lay on hands either. Ooh.
Okay, snap picking the
Yeah,
buzzer
that was
for the
pretty
combo.
snappy. It's like, we have a combo.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure what the other 2 cards would have to be not to pick buzzer. That's that point.
Probably cards that aren't in your deck.
Yeah.
Like you even get the high main as well to go with it. This is where he's like the world's slowest druid and just doesn't play a spell until like turn 4. Just shapeshifts for like the rest of the game.
Well, I mean, he might as well.
Oh yeah, takes his damage off the fairy dragon like a man and just like... But it's the fact that you've got like the Yetis and everything else to go with it, which is just like, you know, you can put pressure on, but you also have the, you know, the obvious hunter combo as well.
The only thing I'm missing is like multi-shot and deadly shot and all that.
I mean, you got offered them, but there were better cards that when you got offered.
Yeah, I just went for the beast deck.
Oh. Swipe it is. To be honest, it's not the worst result for you with a swipe.
Well, it actually kind of is.
Well, yeah, I mean, he can punch your 4x, I suppose.
Yeah, because he gets value out of it. Or that. But that's actually pretty silly because that's a 1/4-1.
Yeah.
Although my other guy becomes a 4/1, but whatever.
He's still pretty behind on tempo here, and like you have the unleash combo in hand.
And I also, if he can take care of the 2/5, which is, you know, a Starfall basically, or a Starfire,
Yeah.
next turn I have the Savannah High main charging.
Yeah.
So anything he plays, I can take it down.
Is he gonna? Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he does.
You've even got backup Rhino just for extras. Yeah.
But
So,
this game is really sad because I couldn't play my Unleash combo, so...
oh, I'm so upset
Even
for
the-
you. But you know, this is like a perfect example of why slow decks in Arena generally don't get the job done.
Yeah.
But it's like you get behind on value in this game and it's an utter disaster. Looks good.
Yeah, actually it's really good because my hyenas get charged as well, so...
Yeah.
beat that druid.
Yeah, it's. I don't think there's a card that he can play now that gets him out of this. That's certainly not it.
Let's see if I play the buzzard combo last turn.
Just because you can.
Yeah. Oh no, I just went for the max XP BM. Although that would have been better with the 2 or 3 2-drops.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Whatever. Smashy, smashy.
Yeah, I basically don't like to, waste their time.
Yeah.
So, when drawing with the buzzard is definitely a time waster because it just draws so slow.
Yeah, that's true.
The animation is just ridiculously slow.
Speaking of ridiculously slow, the ability to get another matchup.
Yeah.
How come you dodge mages and paladins all the time?
Well, if I wouldn't, this would just be a, 30-minute video.
Not that you're bitter about them or anything like that.
Nah, I love to play against them. I don't mind if they're OP.
I'll have to have a look and see what the mage results were. Because I know that... This is one thing I know that we said like at the end of January that, Mage and Pally didn't have the highest win rates. But what they did have was like 100% more players.
Yeah.
It's basically like out of the recorded people that were up there, it was like 20. They had 45,000 Mage and Pally games, but they had like 26,000 Rogue games.
Yeah.
I didn't realise there were coconuts in those trees.
There are.
Well, there are.
And
now.
they're annoying. They're almost as annoying as the...
He coined it into a totem.
Yeah, coining into the totem is pretty standard if you have what's that? The Flame Tongue totem.
Yeah.
So I guess he has a Flame Tongue totem, or worst case scenario, he has Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah.
And wants to take down my... So I actually think it's not a bad play, it's just very transparent.
Yeah.
And it looks like he had something else.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he has a Flame Tongue totem in hand.
Yeah. Let's see if it's a good read or not. But there are certain things you can discern from the early portions of a game.
Yeah.
Stupid silence.
It doesn't matter, it was a 1/1 and he actually used a pretty valuable card on it.
Yeah,
like
true.
a silence, so I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
And also he used his turn, so
Yeah, true.
that was actually a good result for me.
You'd rather
I'm
him
not gonna lie.
You'd rather him not silence your Savannah High main.
Yeah, for example, that. Or, just spell power, deal 2 damage to something for 1 mana at like 8 mana. And then he can play his turn, so... Okay.
Couple of options can unleash, can make the Rhino. Just gonna kill off his Yeti here.
Yeah, that's what I have to do, because that's the only way I can play the 3-2 while his weapon is out.
Yeah.
That, even though that makes me behind on tempo, I think, or on value, I think, it gives me tempo advantage. And look at that, what a surprise, Flame Tongue Totem.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that since Doggy will stay on the board and I can play the Tundra Rhino next turn, unless he gets a Tone Totem, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
If he makes Fire Elemental now on turn 6, I think you've basically just seen all the best Shaman cards in one go. Oh no, he's got Lightning Storm.
Yeah, Lightning Storm is better.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good.
I personally don't really like Lava Burst.
It's a good job.
But
it's a good job he doesn't have Unbound Elemental out for us. It'd be bleeding enormous.
Yeah. Okay, so I will just get value from my Raptor while I can.
Yep.
He has the second weapon out. It's pretty unlikely that that my Raptor will gain value in any other way.
Yeah, true. And amazingly, we're not equal. We are still a card behind, probably, when he takes out your Raptor, but it's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
And we are quite ahead on damage, so we could just start a race at some point here.
Yeah, that's actually my plan. At this point, I'm thinking of just getting him down to the point where I can just ping him every turn, and even if he plays the best cards ever, he's not going to be able to race me.
I mean,
raise my hero ability. So nothing else, just my hero ability.
I mean, you've got the longbow as well, so if he doesn't put a taunt down, that's 10 damage there. So
yeah.
He's missing on that taunt, which I suppose is quite good. An unleash there would have been so brutal.
Why would I play the Cult Master here? Oh, so I can ping. No? Did I? Nah, I think I should just go for face here.
Yeah, I agree. I think you just go straight for him here. You've got him dead in... I mean, obviously he's going to kill your guys, but it's like you've got him dead...
Yeah, see, my turn wasn't pre-planned.
Yeah, you've got him dead to longbow ping, so it's like playing the Cult Master there seems... I mean, you might as well put it out while you can, because your next turn plan is ping plus longbow. But, it's like, here, this is the problem that he kind of has here, that he's on 6 life, even though it feels like he's been just crushing this game. It's like, he's on 6 life and he's going to die.
Yeah.
Unless...
Yeah, basically Hunter requires a little bit of a different playstyle.
Yeah.
Just because... you more often want to get the opponent down to a point. Like, if you're out of cards and out of minions and all that, it doesn't matter in most cases what your opponent's life total is.
Yeah.
But with Hunter, it does, because if it's 1, you don't have to have any minions at all.
Yeah.
You just have to have the hero ability and him not having a heal. But yeah, that's why Warrior and Priest are actually a pretty bad matchup versus Hunter.
Well, Warrior can put itself above 30 life, can't it? Which makes it even.
Yeah.
I think that's, again, when it comes down to constructed, it's one of the reasons why Warrior Control took the position that it did. Because it can just put itself above nuking range.
Yeah.
Just by, gaining 2 armor using, what is it, shield block, that 5 armor draw a card?
Yeah.
Just doing stuff like that, and getting Armor Smith as well, so...
And also because I think it came into play when Alexstrasza came into play, and, Alexstrasza takes the HP down, but not the armor, so... I think that's why Warrior Control started to get big, because of Alexstrasza.
Yeah. Hence, Legendary is good. I mean, that was one of the other reasons why the Hunter deck became so popular, wasn't it? Just due to the fact that it was one of the cheaper decks to build. I mean, it might have Leroy in it, but aside from that, it's
really cheap.
It's not an expensive deck to build. Most of the cards.
Well, and it's also pretty easy to play. So
it's very
Warrior
formulaic.
Control is very hard to play, and to master it, or to even get good results with it is pretty hard.
Yeah, it's sort of Hunter's very formulaic, isn't it? It's just basically sort of, the most complicated part of it is probably the Unleash combo, but it's like aside from that. But this is the thing where I'm always up against a Hunter and I'm at like 15 life. I'm like, I've got to get my skates on here, because otherwise he's just going to ping me to death.
Yeah.
Thinking of making the Timberwolf here and killing his guy in one shot? Yeah, I thought as much. And drawing a card as well. I mean, it's rare that
And
you
also, if he wants to use his AoE here to overload him for the next turns, fine. I mean, I'm not happy for it, but
it's rare that you get, it's rare that you get to kill two guys with a River Crocolisk.
well, one of them was a totem, so
Yeah.
that's whatever.
He invested mana into it, even if he didn't invest a card.
Yeah.
You might end up getting another guy with that River Crocolisk.
No, because he's going to play something with the coin. Oh no, he actually used the coin on turn 1. So he just kills the 3-1, but I have another one.
Yep.
So actually, what he might have, what he should have done possibly is kill the Timberwolf.
So then you have to use both your guys to kill his quest.
Yeah, but then he risks.
He risks you having a buff or a haste guy
Yeah.
or something like that.
Well, or just playing other beasts.
Yep.
And it was a pretty weird turn because I actually sacrificed the River Croc for the and not ran the Tundra Rhino in.
Yeah.
But that was because I'm still afraid of Lightning Storm and Fog Lightning and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's definitely a conversation to be had at some point about against which classes do you want one big guy, or like to keep your guys
Yeah.
as healthy as possible. And there are other classes where you don't really care what health your guys are on. You just want a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And like and obviously Hunter can sometimes fall like in the middle of that, because if you have one guy, they can have deadly shot. If you have two guys, they can have multi shots, and if you have a load of guys, they have Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah.
So it really is a case of, geez, a hunter can, even though hunters are sort of, because their hero ability doesn't deal with the board, they're like, a lot of the time it's sort of frowned upon a little bit. But a hunter's spells can deal with pretty much any situation. Whereas,
Yeah, but you have to have those spells in hand, and that's why drawing cards is such a big deal with Hunter.
But if they're playing against me, they have whatever they need. That's just the rules.
So am I gonna 2-for-1 myself or not? I could play the commander.
Hunter's Mark Commander, yeah, that's the.
Oh yeah, that's true. I can 1-for-1.
Yep.
Then.
And you're still not boned by Lightning Storm either. If you go Spell Power Totem Lightning Storm, he probably gets two guys.
Well, he has 50% to get
50% chance of getting two guys, yeah.
Yeah, but I think if he had Lightning Storm, he would have played it by now. So
yeah, I imagine
he might top deck it, but if he doesn't top deck, then we're pretty good. So at this point, I'm really only afraid of Hex for my upcoming 6/5 Lion.
You and you're just breaking stuff again.
Well, that's what I do when I'm bored. I have 3 cards in hand. That's not that difficult to play with. So
I don't think anyone's going to invite you anywhere, are they? You're just breaking stuff.
whatever. I like to stay at home. So just don't invite me.
Aww. Everyone make Maddy feel better with an e-hug, please.
E-hug? Is there such a thing?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Shaman is actually really bad against Hunter because, you know, they like to make a lot of minions, but a lot of minions just gives Unleash the buff.
Yep.
So... Oh, and there we go, top deck Lightning Storm.
No, he had that in his hand. It was...
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, then it was really, really greedy.
I'm pretty sure that came out of the middle of his hand. If it was top deck, then... Yeah.
I mean, it must have been top decked.
That was top
Like
decked.
that was top decked, but that
And
that's not that bad. I healed my 2-5 back up. It really is the. Oh, and I'm not sure if you've seen, but my O1 has charged now. Oh no, it doesn't because that's silenced.
yeah,
Anyway, I'm going to Houndmaster it because it's a beast.
yeah.
Love my
That is the
beasts.
fun. That's the more funny thing for me, that you can Houndmaster a Hex Frog.
Yeah.
If he has another Lightning Storm here, that's gonna be a real nuking.
Yeah, but even then, it's not the end of the world. I'm on 30 health. I just give him like 2 or 3 turns to fill the board up with minions and then unleash and hero power him down.
Yeah.
So I think he's pretty dead at this point.
Well, again, he's on 10.
No matter what he does.
Yeah, he's on 10 life, isn't he? So
Yeah.
there you
Oh
go.
yeah, here comes the
gee.
lightning storm.
He rolled the spell power totem as well, just for extra value.
Yeah. I guess I went for the board control play, which was pretty silly.
Yeah, I mean, he's on 10. You can put him on.
I can put him on 8. No, actually, if I play the Unleash, I think it's better to go for the board control way because there's a 7/3 on board. So
Yeah.
if he gives that Wind Fury and Bloodlust, I'm just dead.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that actually wasn't the worst play ever. Because if he gives that Wind Fury, I'm dead. I'm dead sooner than he is.
Yeah.
Or if he plays like a big taunt.
Yeah.
And now I just have to
Shoot him down, pretty much.
bring
from
him
this
down,
one.
yeah. I'm not gonna attack. He can take one of my guys, and then I'll Cobra his ass.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, he can go for you. And that's the thing. He kind of has to start going for you because you're just going to kill him in 3 turns. So
Yeah.
he has to start going for your face. But if he does, he just ignores any abilities on your creatures. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't do anything. It's like you can't play control like you can in a game like Magic the Gathering. Bloody hell, 3 hexes. 3 hexes, 2 lightning storms, and a fire elemental from this shaman.
Yeah, it's a
It's
pretty
like
nice deck.
I'm
but
pretty sure he's got close to the nuts for a shaman deck. All he needs is like a legendary on top, and I think he has pretty much the stone cold nuts for a shaman deck.
yeah,
But just coming back to the point, it's like in a game like Magic Gathering or Hex, as you guys will see when we do videos on that, it's really easy to use your life total. What you do with control a lot of the time is you use your life total as a resource. Because it's the whole thing that, like, if you're on 1 life, that's as good as being on 20 if you win the game.
yeah,
But in Hearthstone, you can't do that because you can't block with creatures. Even if you have like the sickest board control ever, creatures can still directly attack you. Whereas in Magic the Gathering, if you just flood the board with creatures, your opponent can't attack you. So
Yeah.
it's like it's much, much easier to protect your life total in Magic and Hex than it is to protect it in Hearthstone. So it's like losing that like 10 to 15 life early is really hard to come back from. Because your life total will just like ping down over time.
yeah. Also there's not a lot of healing minions.
Speaking of legendary minion, so yeah, this guy probably does have pretty much the absolute nuts as far as the shaman deck goes.
Yeah, he does. And
Poor
my
doggy.
1/1 doggy died.
Poor doggy.
But look at that, I get to throw a Rhino.
Oh, nice.
Oops. That's a
That's a thing.
pretty interesting moment.
Yeah, is the board actually full, or can you make that cult master? The board's full, isn't it? So you can't make that cult master.
I can't
Well,
make the
you can make the
card
card
master,
master,
but
you-
I can make the mind control attack.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I think I'm dead this turn. If I don't get one of his stones. Oh, and I actually decide to kill that off. Why did I do that?
Oh, you could
Oh, I
have played
guess.
mind control tech and robbed his Ragnaros. That would have been hysterical.
Yeah, I should have done that. I'm not sure why I did the other thing.
And then you ping him and cross your fingers.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have Bloodlust, probably. He may have Bloodlust.
If he
I
has
guess last turn he
if
would
he
have
has
played the
if
Shrek
he has
anyway.
bloodlust, he doesn't quite kill you on the swing. Ragnaros has to hit you.
Yeah.
That's it. It's like Ragnaros actually has to hit you if that's. Yeah, he's dead. So got away with that one. And Raggy hits you in the head just for.
Well, I wasn't
Oh,
necessarily.
bad manners, man! What? Are you...
Oh yeah, I was.
Are you just doing that because his deck was ridiculous and you just want to make a point?
No, I actually it gives me XP. I don't think it's BM because I gain something from it, and he can concede in the meantime because he knows he's dead.
Well, yeah, he actually should have just conceded there because he is just dead.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to concede, like for example, I don't concede at all now because if my opponent wants to get XP or wants to get his daily done, like even going for max overkill it can be sometimes good for your opponent because, I mean, if he goes for max overkill because there is a quest to deal 100 damage to enemy heroes.
Yeah.
So I guess if I have a reason for it, it's not a BM. But that's just my philosophy, and that way I gained XP because I played a card.
Did you have enough combo in your opening hand there?
Yeah, that was too much combo.
Unfortunately, you've kind of got nothing to do in the opening turns here.
Yeah. Yeah, but that, at least he will just recruit every turn, and then I can play a massive combo on turn 4. And I take basically no damage.
Plus, you've got Hunter's Mark in case he's got Blessing of Kings or something like that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but I have the coin, so I don't have to be afraid till turn 4.
Yep.
Okay, that's probably going to get Hunters marked.
Yep.
Oh no, I can actually coin into something. I coin into the Yeti.
Seems fine. But because Pally has Consecration, but it also has Humility as well. So again, it's one of these classes that can sort of deal with either loads of little guys or one big guy.
Well, and look at Mage, it has Polymorph and it has Flame Strike. And it has Fireball and it has Pyroblast.
And it has Frost Salt, and it has, yeah.
Yeah, so...
But it also has a 4-drop that's probably arguably better than Yeti.
Yeah, I don't think it's arguably better, it's straight up better. I just... Even without its effect, I think it's better. Like a 3-6-4-4, I think is better than the 4-5-4-4. And then he can set both of his guys in, but he decides not to.
Okay.
Which is really good for me.
Yeah.
Watch the birdie fly.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to use Hunter's Mark here as well to keep my buzzard alive. Although I don't have any beasts in play other than
I don't think you
the
have
second
to,
buzzard.
do you?
Yeah, I don't have to, but it will give me... because now I have to leave one of his guys alive.
Yeah.
And that's good for Blessing of Kings. Like, is the... Well, okay, I didn't do that, but I think I should have done that because, number 1 rule of...
Well, you could have just
Repo.
rammed your Yeti into his questing adventurer and killed the other 3 guys with your 2 guys. Think you slightly messed up that attack because you used your 3 dogs to kill his 3/3 rather than using them to kill his 2/2 and 1/1, and you could have just used your Yeti to finish off his to hit his questing adventurer.
Yeah, but then my Yeti is a 4/1. Is it that big of a problem?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a big
I
problem.
probably messed that up.
Because then you've
Yeah,
got a
probably.
4/1. I mean, sure, you still get wiped by Consecration, but you're going to get wiped by Consecration anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So-
true. I messed that up.
Yeah.
But it's not a problem because I've got still, like 4-card advantage over him or something like that,
Something like that, yeah.
or in terms of wave.
There's consecrations. So.
Yeah, consecration gives me a card, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Please hit my acolyte with Light's Justice as well, so that I can get and more cards. That's the.
Actually, I think he may.
He's actually got
go
you up to
for-
max hand size here, so your next card's gonna.
No,
burn.
no, I only have 9.
All right.
It's not yet burning, but I have to play multiple cards out, so I'm surely won't get. Also, Divine Favor here is massive.
I've had that happen to me. It was like
Yeah.
the last draft the last arena I did. I had 9 cards in hand. My opponent had 1. His 1 card was Divine Favor.
Yeah.
So that hurt quite a bit. Oh look, it's a 5-win pally and he has multiple consecrations. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, and the Blessing of Might.
Yeah.
I-
I think that was a waste. That Blessing of Might. There.
I
He
guess
didn't
he
have
doesn't
to
want to
use it.
hurt himself.
I don't think that's a big deal, is it? Surely, I think Blessing of Might.
Against the Hunter, I think every point of HP counts. Because look at the size of my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... And I have
But
no
then
good-
again, this is
good
one of
plays.
those games where you are actually mana limited. You've drawn a
Yeah.
load of cards, but you are limited by your mana.
And look at this awesome play.
Jeez, it's about the worst Argent Commander I've ever seen.
Yeah, but what else do you play from this deck? And I can't even play the 6/6 because then he just uses Blessing of Kings and kills it. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
I
that's
mean,
not
that's
gonna-
fine. You can go Cult Master Dark Iron Dwarf here or something like that.
No, I definitely want to kill the Cult Master off. I think I should just go Gladiator's Longbow here.
Yeah, fair. And then track after it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I should have tracked first, obviously, but
I don't think that's going to change your plan.
most likely not.
It's like Cult Master's
No,
ridiculous.
no. That's actually a really important thing, and I forgot about that. I have around 12 cards in my deck. Tracking here gets rid of 3.
Yeah, so
I will never. Tracking is a dead card in my hand. Tracking is an absolutely dead card in my hand.
wow.
Because then I will get what you call fatigued out
Fatigue.
for sure. So I'm never going to play that tracking.
I let the dogs out. It's like the Pally let the Cult Masters out.
Yeah.
Longbow did well there. For the Hammer of Wrath. It says a
Yeah,
lot
he's-
when that. It says a lot when that's like a third Hammer of Wrath. It says a lot when that's like Paladin's like 4th best form casting cost spell.
Yeah, maybe even less.
5th behind Yeti. It's like, well, it's probably behind Cult Master as well. So it's like,
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, not bad in terms of absolute strength. Bad in terms of paladins.
bad in terms of Paladin.
Other
4
possible
drops,
cards.
Yeah. But it's
And
like,
yeah, you can see me always checking how many cards I still have because it's really frustrating for me that I'm going to be.
I was wondering
fatigued.
when we were going to see a true silver.
Well, the time has come.
You're actually coming up against some pretty ridiculous decks here.
Yeah, but mine is pretty ridiculous.
Yours is
as well.
pretty ridiculous as well. Let's not beat about the bush here.
So I think I'm going to use the Unleash. Oh, do I combo the Unleash? Well, I mean, it's 1 card, so whatever.
I think he's got Get Down here, which is... Oh, no, he doesn't have Get Down. Wow.
No, he has Redemption.
It's alright, we're going to repeat the trick.
Actually, at first I thought it was Get Down, and probably that's why I made this play.
Yeah. So he true silvers your Buzzard here, unless he's got a 3rd consecration.
I think he can keep the buzzard alive at this point because I really can't afford to draw more cards.
Yeah, I think he's
Because
he's beginning to lose ground now at this point. So
yeah,
it's taken long enough, but yeah, he kills the buzzard. So. I'm not sure what he gains from making the Frostwolf grunt there, to tell you the truth. It just gives you a free guy to hit.
yeah, but on the other hand, it makes his 3/1 better.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Because if I hit the 2/2,
yeah, unfortunately, he's gonna get to kill your Yeti for pretty much free here.
well, I killed his Fang Reaper for free, so that's the least he can get.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let me think.
Okay,
So-
you think. Oh, we're finally seeing some bad cards out of them now.
Yeah, man, but it's really good for me because I can play the mind control attack now.
Yeah. I mean, sadly...
And I'm
he's-
really not sure why he hit the 4/1. Or the 4/2 with the 2/2. I think that was a big mistake. He should have done that and just killed the 2/1 with the rifleman.
I mean, he could have killed your Dark Iron Dwarf as well, though.
Yeah. What do I not want? I guess I should take out the 2/2. No, I should take out the 2/2. No,
Because that
I'm just
happens when you use that.
No, what I thought is that I have to take out the 1/1, but I can't afford to kill it, basically. Because the 4/4 has to go into the 2/4 or the 3/1 or whatever. Yeah, the 3/1 was more likely. Actually, I should have taken out the 3/1 with the 2/1. And yeah, it doesn't matter.
Good grief. I mean, that is just like two savagely good decks we've been up against in a row now. But still in it.
And look at that top deck. When we're top decking, Booty Bay Bodyguard is actually pretty sweet. But I make my own. Make your own Booty Bay Bodyguard, Dave.
Yeah. And it's like it's like you have one card in hand, dude. Just play it.
Or rather, don't.
Yeah,
It's a
like,
true
don't-
silver
please,
champion.
please don't play it. It's a true silver champion. Yeah.
And we're actually gonna have to give him the Booty Bay Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Or the true silver.
I mean, that's
Although-
okay. We don't mind him doing that.
Yeah.
Get behind me.
Yeah, just keep shooting. I mean, if he hits your booty bag bodyguard, he's actually really endangering himself.
Well, I mean,
I
he'll
don't think
be
he
on
has an
nine-
option. He's
nine
just got to
power.
kill it. Yeah, he just has to kill
Yeah.
it. Unless he's got like a.
Yeah, I mean,
fourth-
he's going to take damage from it anyway, so
yeah.
why wouldn't
I mean,
he?
unless he's got a fourth hammer of wrath here, you know, it's like. I mean, this is the point where Pally often starts winning because of its ability, but
Yeah. Oh, look, Timberwolf.
powerful stuff you're doing there. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like you weren't doing that anyway, but you know, it's like... But fortunately, Hunter has one of the abilities that can actually erase a Pally.
And I also have a 6/5 in the deck.
Oh yeah, you still have
And
the.
I'm just stalling for the 6/5 here.
Yeah.
Oh, Holy Rat. To the face.
Yep, to the face.
And he actually drew something with 3 and plays it. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Divine Favor.
Well, there's your high main, so
Oh, yeah.
don't forget to shoot him. It's always one of those
And
things.
I really messed this game up, I remember, because I wanted to see what tracking does if I'm out of cards.
Oh, don't tell me you, like... Did you just take 5 damage for no reason?
No, I mean, tracking is.
Wow, this guy's actually really good at pulling exactly what he needs off the top of his library as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter for him because I
Yeah, that
mean,
was a mistake. Why did you attack the...
it
Why...
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, it creates two twos. They just go for face and that's it. And I really should have checked what tracking does at this point, but I didn't. I mean, I'm not that by its effect unless it draws. No, even if it draws all three cards, I'm not that to its effect. So
Yeah, you're down to one.
I really should have checked.
Yeah.
I guess it does nothing. It just doesn't give me options.
Probably. Would be my guess. Because it doesn't say draw 3 cards, then select one, discard the other 2. It says look
Yeah,
at the
something
top.
like that. Yeah.
And you
Oh yeah, look at the top of your library.
Yeah, if it said draw 3 cards, then discard 2 of them, then it'd be...
Yeah. Well, I obviously choose the Fatigue 3.
Yeah.
No, and look at that top decking tracking again. I actually got really lucky in this arena. Always getting tracking on turn 1. Because that's actually a huge help in smoothing out your curve.
Yeah.
Like here I have the Raptor in play and the Acolyte, or Raptor in hand and the Acolyte in hand, so basically what I need is a turn 4 play, so I just drafted Unleash, or picked Unleash.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, that's an awesome card. That's what I expect to see at 6-0.
Yeah. Although it's always a little worrying when you're at like 6 or 7 wins, or even worse, like 9 wins, and someone plays a Goldshire Footman. Because it's like, okay, they've got to 9 wins and they have Goldshire Footman in their deck, so that must mean that the rest of their deck is actually insane.
Yeah, it's basically a turn 1. You have Deathwing, don't you?
Yeah.
You have Deathwing in your deck.
Yeah, it's like you have Deathwing, you have Ragnaros, you have like, Alex Strasser or something like that.
I guess Reg and Deathwing are the two legendaries that can straight up get you to like 6-0 without having a good deck. I don't think even Ysera can.
I don't know. Sarah's probably... I mean, if you're saying those two are above pretty much everything else, I'd say Sarah's like the next one down the tier. Oh, Garrosh is pretty
Actually, I don't think
awesome.
it is for Arena. I think for Arena the 3 best legendaries are Ragnaros, Sylvanas, and I forgot his name.
Cairn?
Yeah, Cairn Bloodhoof.
Oh, check out this cleanup that's going to happen. No.
And always got the well played after the dog.
Yeah, after the Unleash the Hounds, well played. You managed to pay two mana and cast a spell. Yep. Not feeling threatened by that. Still nothing to show why this guy is like 6 wins at this point. So
Yeah.
maybe like 4 fire elementals.
Yeah, probably Fire Release and Hex maybe, because there was no reason to play Hex so far.
Yeah, true.
Also, Lightning Storm can be in his hand, so it still can be a good deck. It was just forced to play minions. No. Oh, Lava Burst.
The Chamois Fireball. I mean, I don't know, he seems to be like, the way his deck's built with like Abusive Sergeant and things like that, it just seems like he's trying to come out quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy kind of stops that in its tracks, but...
And next turn I actually have Tundra Rhino, which gives my 2/2s charge. So I guess if he doesn't kill the 6/5 here, then I can maybe kill it off and give my 2/2s charge as well. And
I mean, I think he has to, doesn't he, here?
Kill it? I'm not sure. Why would you kill a 6/5 if you can deal with the 2/2s it makes? So, okay, it's not 6 damage, but 4 damage coming your way. But that 4 damage is split as well. So, yeah, it's the doggies.
Do you make Tundra Rhinos back up here as well?
Yeah, I think
Take
Tundra
out-
Rhino
take
take
out
out
the
the
Taunto.
O2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and doggies deal with the 2 health minions. And Lion deals with the 2/4.
Yeah.
And I have total board control now.
And you decide to do
Oh,
things
did I
a little
actually-
bit, you decide to do things a bit differently.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I did that.
And now you have to use Hunter's Mark to kill the Gnomish Inventor if you want to kill it.
Well, or just leave it at that, but I'm not sure why I did
yeah,
that.
I think that
was-
attack phase again was a little bit screwed up. we've had a couple of interesting attack phases here, haven't we?
Yeah, I think I was not really focused on the games because I just fired up the recording to
I mean, obviously,
probably make a
if he doesn't Lightning Storm us this turn, that Stormwind champion is coming down, and then there's going to be an absolute mess.
yeah. Oh yeah, maybe that's why I wanted to keep the doggies alive, but that was just silly play by me.
Now they can behold. No pressure, bro.
So, do you have that death? Oh no, he can't even play Deathwing because that's the mana.
Yeah, it's like, do you have the lesser known double coin in your hand?
Well, that's called Innervate and it's a druid card, but
Yeah,
he's not a druid sadly, so...
not good
Yeah.
enough, sir. And that's GG. So 7-0. So place your bets
it's
now on
possible.
how this is going to turn out, but I think given two of the decks that we've already beaten with this deck, this is heading firmly down 190 gold, I think. I don't
Can we
know.
take a
I don't know.
split
What,
break?
I don't know what the minimum. I don't know what the minimum is for 12 wins. Anyway, guys, sorry for that jump cut that we had there, but one of us can't control his bladder.
Come on, man, that was like an industry secret.
But we're actually up against a mage now, so it's taken you up
Yeah.
to get up to 7 wins. But sorry, you do have to face one eventually.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised, and the fact that I'm at 7-0 is basically because I haven't faced mages and that many parries. Although my deck is also ridiculous, but
Yeah, there
but
is that.
if I played against mages, that would probably be would have been a bit of a problem.
Very disciplined there, not using the coin.
Yeah, I mean, why would I?
I don't know, mage can't hit fairy dragon with anything.
Yeah, that's true, but I can still play the Fairy Dragon on turn 2, so... And also I may only want to play the Dire Doggy, if he puts out a 3-2 or something.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And I have no turn 3 plays, so...
It's like you've got very situational 2-drops, so...
Yeah. I think I should just go for face here and ping. Oh, that would be a cheeky combo.
What, Buzzard Direwolf?
Yeah, Buzzer Doggy, because then he has to ping the... No, I went for the face option.
Yeah.
Because then he has to ping the Buzzard and actually can't play anything because he had no turn to play.
Yeah.
So that would mean that even though I lose... Well, I don't lose value, but I don't gain value as either. And he has the 2-1 on board, so I actually lose value. But he cannot gain the tempo.
Yeah.
But I think this play is just better.
Yeah.
because I really should draw one of my unleashes, one of the 3 unleashes in the deck. So
Yeah. You'd hope
And
so,
I-
really.
yeah. Yeah, I have to kill that off. No question about it.
Yeah. Giving a mage spell power really isn't that optimal.
Yeah. And also I have basically no other plays this turn.
Yeah, true.
Could have drawn a card and hoped for I don't know, maybe a Timberwolf, but
Yeah.
nope. And he actually decides not to ping it off, which is really good for me.
I mean, if he has 2-3 drops, maybe that's... Yeah, I mean... Okay.
Okay.
Like
There's
that
the
is...
combo.
Yeah, it's like that is it.
So we're gonna see a Hindmane that's gonna get polymorphed probably.
Probably. If he gets fireballed, it's still not great.
Lends the sun well.
Oh, I see.
I'm not sure if he forgot about the fact that I'm gonna get 2/2/2s. Or why he did that, because that was really silly.
Wasn't the best play, was it, really? And now you get to
Yeah, and I can kill his 6/6 off with my doggy. So
Or Argent Commander. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not sure why I decided against the doggy, probably because of Flame Strike.
Probably. It's like committing a lot of guys to the board at this point doesn't seem that great. There's
And he top decks Engine.
Yep. I mean, we
And
have-
now the doggy has to come.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I actually did that because now I can give the Starving Buzzard Houndmaster.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a thing. Yeah, that's why I decided not to use the doggy on the previous turn.
Okay. Could also give you Direwolf the Houndmaster buff.
No, because then he pings the... No, don't play the Harvest Golem, play the Houndmaster. What am I doing? Oh, I was probably afraid of... yeah, I was probably afraid of the good old Flame Strike there.
Yeah.
We have many secrets.
Yeah, because he has 6 cards in hand, so he probably has one.
Yep. Oh, he got the free secret as well off the Kirintor Mage. That always hurts when when that happens.
Well, he had the mana for it, so
Yeah.
it's not a big deal at all.
It still hurts a little bit.
Yeah. So we know it's not Mirror Entity.
Yeah.
We get to draw a card, that doesn't really help us.
So that means Ice Barrier, Ice Block.
Counter spell,
Counterspell, Spellbender,
Spellbender, or Ice Block. Yeah.
Vaporize as well. That's also one that could be.
Oh yeah, because we didn't we attack into the?
No, we
into
attacked
him?
in, we
No,
attacked
didn't.
into his guy, not him. So.
Okay, okay, so that can be vaporized then.
I mean, this is fine. We just clear his board, don't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think I played. You know, I try to play not to play into Flame Strike too hard here, because I think if he had Flame Strike, he would have played it on the turn where I played. So when I played the Harvest Golem instead of the Houndmaster.
Yeah.
So I think if he had it, he would have played it.
It was a
and-
very tempting target, I've got to admit, if he did have Flame Strike. Wow, he's double
Yeah.
secreted up now.
Yeah.
Still got this longbow though, I suppose.
Yeah, I think I should just make the Yeti and see if it's Mirror Entity.
There goes Vaporize, yeah. You're not having much luck with that Acolyte of Pain, are you? I think that's twice it's
But
been
I
in
mean,
play
it's a
and-
1-for-1. It's the same as if he takes it out for free, so why not?
I know, but it's like it's very rare that you get an Acolyte of Pain in play and it doesn't draw any cards, and you managed to go 2 for 2 with it now.
Yeah.
Wanna blow something up?
Okay.
Ah, the old treacherous Mad Bomber. Awkward.
But why wouldn't he attack into the Yeti? Especially if he can ping. I don't get it.
Sacrificial
just
Stormwind
unleash.
champion, yeah.
Well, it's not that sacrificial. I mean, I have an unleash next turn. Yeah, and I just attacked into it because otherwise he pings that down next turn.
Yep. Quite a lot of card draw he's got going on here.
Yeah. So it's looking pretty dire for me.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. What a combo.
Some damage.
And I can Houndmaster one of them, so...
Yeah. You have in fact let the dogs out.
And I can clear his board end.
And now let's face it, he better have Flame Strike.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't, I'm pretty sure that's game. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
but I'm pretty
lethal
sure
on
he
board.
top decks it.
No, he made
No, he
Auctioneer. So. No,
That's a really unmagey thing not to top deck Flame Strike at the right time.
no, this is where he hits your 5-2 twice with the arcane missiles. Nope.
Oh yeah. Just once, but he can ping it down, so...
Yeah.
Whatever.
Did you just go for his noodle here, or...?
No, I think I really should play against top deck Flame Strike. At least by killing the... You know, because if he has a cheap spell, he has 2 shots to draw Flame Strike now.
Yeah, I mean, killing
If
the
I keep the Auctioneer on board.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that,
there
top deck
it
Flame
is.
Strike. Sadly, it was 1 turn too late, but...
And there it is. And he's got 2 cards in hand as well to back it up, but yeah, he's getting pinged down. Pyroblast.
Yeah, where's that Pyro?
Whose phone's on? Yeah, there's Pyro. GG.
Top deck. I'd like to remind you that it was a top decked Pyroblast.
Yep. Flame Strike plus Pyro. GG.
Both of them from the top of the deck. That was a standard mage thing.
Yep.
That's how mage matches always go.
Oh well, first defeat.
Yeah, I guess it was the best time for it.
Yeah, I mean, let's say
After-
you've got to 7 wins, haven't you, sir?
Yeah, securing the loot. Now I can lose to mages.
Let the hunt begin.
7-win priest. I'm expecting things.
Yeah, priest is a really bad matchup for hunter because it can negate the hero power.
I think warrior's probably is warrior worse. Do you think?
I'm not sure. Not really, because warrior sometimes warrior generally plays more minions, which is good for unleash.
Yeah.
And for the unleash combos, while priest generally plays big minions, which hunter has only hunter's mark and deadly shot for.
Yep.
So
And Harvest Golem's so irritating. But surprised
Yeah, I
you
decided-
didn't play the mind control tech there. But are you just looking to try and at least get its ability off?
yeah, either that or just get a massive unleash later. Like 2 damage is not that big of a deal per turn, so that I really want to take the 2-3 off the board. So
Yeah.
and look at that, it's going to be a nice Toki.
Oh,
Oh,
you've got
and there's the buzzard.
yeah, so you get the 3-card combo, yeah.
Even better. And another doggy.
Yep. You still leave his Harvest Golem in play. Well, you
Yeah,
do
but
have a lot
actually half
cards.
of that is going to get killed by the buzzard, because he has to attack into it, so... Unless he has like a Shadow Word
Yeah, unless
Pain
he
or
has Shadow
Holy
Word.
Nova.
But again, 5 mana to kill 2 guys. It's... Yep, played that one fairly well. Stormwind Knight doing its thing.
Yeah, Stormwind Knight is pretty good.
But it's one of those cards that I never really put a lot of stock in until I realised that every time it got played, it was a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think Stormwind Knight is good. It's really underrated.
Just guarding your booty there.
Yeah, basically I want to bait a Shadow Word Death, I think, here. So my Stormwind champ doesn't get
Doesn't
left.
get killed, yeah. Really? Wonder has he got like combo-tastic on us?
I'm not sure if a quote-unquote combo deck can get this far. And yeah, I have to play the Houndmaster, because playing the Cardmaster would be a little bit too greedy.
Yeah.
Also, I would overthrow my hand, so...
Yeah. Drawing cards is fun.
Yeah, but not when you have 9 in hand, so...
Yeah. And this is a case where he really needs a Holy Nova at this point or something like that. Otherwise, you know, you've got Stormwind Champion, you've got Cult Master. It's like things can get quite out of control here.
Yeah.
You also have Tundra Rhino Emperor Cobra there for next turn if you make something that's like incredibly strong.
Yeah, I have that combo. That combo is actually amazing. Yeah, but here's your Holy Nova.
Yep.
But even now I have the Argent Commander.
Yep.
I'm really not sure why he didn't heal the 2-3 and played the Swordsmith rather. That's...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know if giving it 3 powers better than healing it there.
Yeah, he also played into multi-shot there.
Yep.
So I really don't like that play. But whatever, it's his decision to lose this game.
And there's the neutral arcane shot, as it's known. I love that
And I
animation. It just looks like it's stabbing something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Don't make me get
So-
stabby.
Yeah, this is a pretty good turn for me.
Yeah.
He needs another Nova, basically.
And even if he has another Nova, it's like, look at the number of cards in our hand.
Yeah, have to love the card draw.
Yeah, Shadow Word Pain's fine. That's the one thing about removal that's always there. It's like, all it is a 1-for-1. You know, spot removal, all it is just a 1-for-1.
Yeah, but in terms of mana, it's much better because, you know, like Shadow Word Pain for a guy that probably costs, 4 up to even 10.
Well, that's Shadow Word Death, that, isn't it? It's like Shadow Word Death
Oh,
very often trades.
Did I say Pain?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like Shadow Word Pains, generally it's best when it takes out things like what you've just played.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if Shadow Word Pain kills one of them, you feel so bad. Like the guy who's on the end of it, it's like 2 mana spell kills my 4 mana spell. Oh, look, more cards. Just you at this point, just going, oh good, more cards.
Well, it's just one more card.
I'm surprised you didn't get a bit greedier.
Nah, why would I?
Because you like drawing cards, and I know these things.
Yeah, but I like charging beasts a little bit more than drawing cards. Oh, and the Soul Steel. Here comes the Soul Steel.
Oh,
And
nice. Yeah, nice.
yeah, that's actually one of the better cards he could have drawn, but Unleash would have been nasty.
Yeah. And you don't have him dead yet, but you have him pretty dead. Or do you have him dead with that?
I think I do have him dead because that's charging.
Yep. Oh, not quite. One off.
Not quite. Oh, come on. That was not fair.
Deathwing. Okay. Still kill you, but at least you got Deathwing. Well done.
That thing is not that good. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. Twisting Nether and healing himself is better, but he doesn't have Twisting Nether.
Well, yeah, Twisting Nether's Warlock. That's kind of why.
Yeah. Yeah, but Priest can have all the kind of cards, can't he? Because of
Oh
Soul
yeah,
Steel.
Thought Steel. Yeah. I still prefer if I'm going to play one of those cards. I'd much prefer. Is it Mind Vision, the 1-mana one?
Really, do you prefer Mind Vision over Soul Steel?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, maybe in Arena it's good because you get information and all that, but Soul Steel is a 2-for-1. And it can come really handy in top decking situations. So
It can do. I just don't think it's as good as Arcane Intellect. It's like, it's one of those things. If you've got a deck that's, I think we've had the conversation before. If you have a deck that's worse than your opponent's, obviously it's good. But like the objective of the game is to have a deck that's better than your opponent's.
yeah.
I really am not a fan of it. But
Although you can not necessarily in Arena, but in Constructed you can get pretty deadly combos out of it.
yeah, potentially. The other side of it is that like the reason why I prefer Mind Vision is that there's not actually a lot on turn 1 that you want to play.
Yeah.
So it's like you can get a little bit of information about your opponent's hand, and you can be, you can be okay with what's going on with it. But
On the other hand, you can get the coin.
you can get the coin. Yeah, that's definitely something you can do. But it's like there's so much you want to play on 3 that for me, Thought Steel doesn't cost 3. It's like if you're playing it on turn 3, I think you're making a mistake.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely like Arcane Intellect. You don't want to play it.
So it's whereas
early
like Mind Vision, I think you can just cast it on turn 1 because there's very little else you're going to want to do on. So it doesn't interrupt the flow of your deck as much as Thought Steel can do. Now, obviously, late in the game, Thought Steel's better.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a huge fan of those sort of cards in this format. It's like, I think that a lot of people take Arcane Intellect too highly. But I think it's fine, but I would rather have something on the board that drew cards rather than a card which said I draw cards.
Yeah, definitely. And I went for the 1-for-1 Unleash here. Yeah.
I think it's fine. I mean, your hand is pretty late game. Got like 4, 4, 4, 6, 5, 7 there, so it's like you're. It's not really that optimal against a mage, but.
But I bait the polymorph with my strongest card.
Yeah. Come on, dude. It's not the
And he actually
strongest.
might not trade, which is really good for me because I have the longbow in hand.
Yeah, I'm like they're just going.
So-
That's not the strongest comeback I've ever seen to a Savannah Jaime. Although he's going straight for your head, he might be looking at like double fireballing you or something like that.
Yeah, but if that happens, whatever. It's a mage, you can't do.
That is the other thing. It's like the mage can just take half your life total off with burn really quickly.
Yeah.
It's like you could be on 20 and just get burned out. It's the mage. It's like so it's the reach as well, which makes mages so hard to play against. They've got all the board control in the world, but they've got reach as well. And here it comes. Yeah, double fireball, and then it's going to be frostbolt or just burn you down, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you can even ping me down.
Yep. Yeah, guess it's just pray at this point. Don't have it, 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 don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, if he played those two last turn, he has
He's
it.
got the third one, yeah, so there
Yeah.
you go. Yawn.
Yeah, have to love mages.
And this is why you take fireball really highly. Doesn't even have. There's a legendary, isn't there, for mage, where it's like it creates fireballs every time you cast a spell.
Yeah, the Archmage Antony does. I think it's a 5/7 as well, so for 7 mana.
Pretty hard to actually kill.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunter Mirror. I think that we're going to do quite well in a Hunter Mirror, to tell you the truth, because I think our deck for a Hunter deck's very strong.
We've got the more unleash. So
The only thing that we don't, I mean, you said we don't have a deadly shot or a multi shot. We don't have animal companion either.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So there are some cards that we're missing to make the deck quote unquote perfect. But,
Yeah, on the other hand, we have a lot of neutral cards that combo well with unleash.
We're just going to use We're just going to use Unleash turn 2 here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Although
No,
so he just hung the buzzard out there to dry. So it's like, I think you just have to take that opportunity. Oh god, that's probably why he did it.
yeah, that's what I thought, that he must have a second unleash, or a second buzzard.
Yeah. Minor panic situation for a minute there.
Now he has the multi-shot probably, and then it's game over.
Yeah, if he had multi-shot there, that would have been an absolute tragedy. But he does have the taunt as well, so...
And the young priestess buffs out the right minion.
Yep.
And since I have the second buzzard in hand, I'm fine sacrificing it.
Yeah, that's fine. And until the moment he unleashes, we are actually ahead here, so...
Yeah, but I think he would have unleashed last turn if he had it.
Yeah, if he had it, he would have done.
So...
Give me something good. It's basically the...
I think Timberwolf might be fine. Yeah.
It allows the
Yeah, I
Hound
think-
Master to kill the Yeti.
No, because it only buffs beasts.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But I get to draw a card off of it.
I
so-
forgot the Hound Master's a human, isn't it? It's not a...
Yeah.
It's not a beast itself.
Even though it looks like a wolf for me.
Yeah, it looks like a wolf man, doesn't it, really? Like a werewolf.
Yeah.
Flavor fail by Blizzard. Let's call it that. Wow, he's really disrespecting the buzzard.
Yeah, it's silly.
Well played. Yeah, it was really well played that you left it in play.
Yeah.
And you've also got Cult Master here if you want to draw your entire deck. But apparently you don't.
I mean, I'm still pretty high on cards, and also I have not a lot of cards in my deck, so I think once again I'm not gonna draw more cards at all in this game.
And your hand again is full of like 7s, 5s, and 6s. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense as to why he didn't take out your buzzard there.
No, it was just a silly misplay by him. Wow, I have choices.
Yeah, that is a lot of choices there. I think this is fine though.
Yeah, I definitely want to play the Tundra Rhino because I have the
You have the lion in hand, yeah.
the Lion in hand and also the Cobra in the deck.
Yep.
So those are two pretty neat combos because Savannah Hymen can be actually 10 damage for 6 mana.
Yep. And
10 mana
multi-shot here would be a
direct
bit-
damage.
Yeah, multi-shot here would be a bit rubbish, but
Yeah, but still, he has 2 cards and I have 7 in my hand. So
Yep. Although again, you have to be a little bit worried because you're on 12 life, so Hunter can.
yeah, but
just
I have
rush
all the chargers in the world. So
in the world.
well, I have a Hymen charging and the
I'm just
Argent
thinking-
Commander charging.
I'm just doing some thought here. It's like arcane shot you, kill command you. Well, arcane shot you, make a beast, kill command you, shoot you a couple of times.
No. Okay, going for max DPS.
Yep.
And you're dead next turn, good sir. Let's see if... Well, if he has an animal companion, and he gets Huffer, I'm dead. And the kill command, obviously.
Yeah. Or an arcane.
Okay, Snap
well,
Joe.
there's kill command. He did have the kill
There's your
command.
kill command.
I
It's
was
just-
close. I was close. But you
Yeah.
won. I was close. Yeah, I was just thinking, what cards could he have that killed us there? So it was basically a case if he swapped out one of those arcane shots for another kill command.
Yeah. Well, that would have been the perfect top decking and perfect 5-card combo or something, or 4-card combo, so
Or something like that, yeah.
that's a little bit better than like Deathwing or something.
I will fight with honor. Let the hunt begin.
Check out Tepali.
Yeah, we're coming up against more and more OP classes. But we have the combo in hand, and also turn 3 harvest columns. So.
And a Timberwolf, just in case we want to make it a turn 5 combo.
Yeah, in case we top deck a Yeti in the next 2-3 turns.
Yep.
But there's our turn 5 play, so...
What, shoot him in the face? Oh no, wait, Thunder Rhino. There's our turn 5 play, shoot him in the face. That's not impressive.
No, that's not really. Though with this combo decks it happens more often than...
More often than most people would care to admit.
Yeah.
And you've got a Yeti for turn 4 now as well.
Yeah, so see that even though we have no quote-unquote curve,
Yeah.
basically our curve is pretty good because we have these turn 4, turn 5 combos that also vibe the board, like a standard turn 5 play.
Yep.
Okay.
Fair enough. And here's the Yeti.
And now we can make a turn 6 combo with the Dire Doggy as well.
Yep. Loads of things that can be done. And of course the Dire Wolf will have haste as well. Wow. All the harvest golems.
Now that I top deck the Cobra, I don't want to use Tundra Rhino.
Yeah. You might actually end up shooting him in the face.
Nah. I had to do it.
Although it's annoying because if he has Hammer of Wrath here or something like that. Well, if he has anything here, let's be honest, it's Grr. Please hit face. Oh.
That would have been hilarious if he didn't take out the Rhino.
It would have been like Speedy Cobra. Yeah, Blessing of Kings on a Harvest Golem's a little bit rough.
Why?
Just because it comes... Oh, well, that's even rougher. To be fair, Blessing of Kings on anything is a little bit rough.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's not that big of a deal because it's generally a 1 for fun. So it generally gives you another minion to kill.
Well, let's draw some cards, because I've got a feeling we're going to need them.
And there's the dire doggy play, so
Yeah. Let's kill his Spiteful Smith, I suppose, yep.
Consecration wipes me and probably ends the game right here.
Yeah. I think
But
that's
he doesn't have it.
I think that sometimes against a pally or against a mage, you literally just have to play in a way that's just like, okay, if you've got it, you win. But,
Yeah.
you know, the class is just built in such a way that I can't, you know, I can't wait. You know, I have to do this now. I think that that's one of the, like, really big advantages to both mage and pally. Is that, you know, both of those classes put you in a position where you literally just have to commit more than other classes do.
Yeah.
You drawing enough cards yet?
Well, I have to draw cards.
Yeah. Because the board position is... I mean, fortunately, he's not gone after our life total, so we are actually ahead here, even though it's, you know, it's...
Yeah, we're really ahead. We just want to stay ahead.
Yeah.
Regardless of the Blessing of King's Harvest Golem.
I mean, obviously, his next play is like, lol, waited for it, spell power bluff, spell power consecration.
I don't think so. I think last turn was too good for
Yeah,
the consecration.
I think it was too good. If he had it, he would have played it. And he just has a second
Another
blessing.
Blessing of Kings. That is just silly.
The kings, they like you. Bye-bye, Timberwolf.
And I guess we just sack the 2-3 and then Dark Iron Dwarf the
Yeah.
4-3, yeah. That seems to be the best play. I don't think Cardmaster is good.
I think you're just going to draw too many cards at that point.
Yeah.
If there is
And
such a
just-
thing.
Let's see if he has True Silver Champion.
Well, he hasn't played one yet, so I'm guessing he does. No, he's got equality. So. But, you know, I think we're way ahead at this point, so it's a case
Yeah,
of...
definitely. And am I going to do the Argent Commander play? Oh no, I thought that I know.
It's kind of hard, actually, seeing... And, again, we get the worst Argent Commander ever. But it's like, it's kind of weird seeing like, how did this actually happen? You know, how do we get back into this game? It was that huge unleash, wasn't it? But even that, you know, in terms of what it did on the board, it only killed his Spiteful Smith. But it's like drew so many cards that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I
True
think
Silver.
card advantage is pretty important in this game because.
There's True Silver. But the one thing is that you do have to be careful because in Hearthstone you're very mana limited. So even though you have 9 cards in hand at some points, if you can't play them, there's no point.
Well, there is a point because you see what's happening here, and that's actually a really good example, except for the true silver champion, of course. But the Pelly doesn't have the answers to my cards. So he just plays Tiger because he has Tiger in his hand, and the Tiger actually does nothing. While I could play the perfect card every time when he played something. Even though my cards are not perfect answers at all, because I don't have multi-shot, I don't have deadly shot, I don't have any kind of good removal, but I still could play the perfect combos and perfect cards every time. So that's why I think having multiple cards is good, because, yeah, you can look for the answer. Why don't I play the 6-5? Oh, because I want to unleash and kill his 3-3.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That seems fine to me.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point we should just keep the board control while we can.
Follow the rules. Or that.
Yeah, that's even worse. Well, not really, because...
He still doesn't kill your Stormwind champion with that, so...
Yeah, but he can keep it on the 5-6, and now I have to attack into something.
Yep. And sort of hang the Cult Master out there, saying you probably want to attack this.
Yeah.
Not wishing to try and play for you or anything, but you probably want to attack this Cult Master. Because if you don't, bad things are going to happen. So
Yeah, Cardmaster is actually a good card in terms of tempo as well, because you have basically exactly because of the reason you said, you just put it out there and they have to kill it.
yeah,
There's no way they can leave it on board, because if they leave it on board, that's the end of the game.
yeah, he's thinking of leaving it. It's like that's what he's thinking. What happens if I just attack his face directly with my 5-6, or I kill his Stormwind champion?
No, I think he should kill my Stormwind champ rather, but he decides not to.
Oh, come on! Obviously,
It doesn't matter at this point.
yeah. It was like, that was a case of like, why do we even bother? It's like, it's obviously going to be that.
Yeah, just Hunter. Wow, why didn't I Hunter's Mark this 7-1 and killed it with my weapon? That was silly.
Yeah. Yeah, oops, there you go. You actually... I've got this Hunter's Mark for some reason. I'm not quite sure what it is, but...
Yeah, that definitely was an oops moment.
But hey, 10 wins, so... Screw anyone who says noob.
Well, that was a pretty noobish play to
Yeah, well.
make, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, three unleashes and the combos carry me pretty hard.
I think they'll get you a very long way, but that's one of the things about Hunter in Arena. If you don't get any unleashes, or you don't get offered that many unleashes as a Hunter, you're going to seriously struggle in Arena, I'm pretty sure. It's like
Actually, with Hunter, you can build a pretty decent control deck in Arena, if you get a lot of multi-shot, deadly shot, and all these removals.
I mean, if you get offered like 3 lions instead, like obviously that's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, with Hunter, it's basically that if you don't get any kind of good cards, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Like with Mage, even if you get the worst minions ever, with Mage you can go for like 4 or 5 wins at least.
Yeah.
Because of the hero ability, because of those couple of good cards that are really good, like Flame Strike. But if you don't get a lot of good cards with Hunter, then you're just screwed.
Yeah. But Pally again is becoming a theme, isn't it? Really, at this point.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to hang the buzzard then.
Nah, never gonna do that. I want to keep the buzzards for the combo.
Or just to draw a card.
Yeah, at least, but I'm only gonna do that if... Oh, wow! I screwed this up really badly. I should have played the Rework Rock so I can Houndmaster something next turn.
Aye, yeah. Oh, is Acolyte of Pain going to get to draw a card?
Maybe.
First time ever.
Okay, I decided to draw a card here.
And who can blame you?
Yeah, it's basically good because he has to kill the 2/1 now with his 4/2. He cannot consecrate because then I draw 2 cards again. So.
Yeah,
The
you do
Acolyte.
draw 2, don't you? Because the Acolyte doesn't. The
Yeah,
Acolyte
so-
doesn't die to a consecrate. Yep, it's going to be
That's a
something.
good.
You're going to see a lot of this from like pallies who are 10 wins plus. And we don't have an ooze just to rub it in for us.
And that's actually a huge tempo disadvantage, so I don't mind.
Yeah, it is a pretty big
So-
tempo disadvantage, that.
Like if he plays any other 3/2, I think it's just game over for me.
Really? You think it's that bad for me?
Well, yeah, because I can't play that much, really good cards against it, and probably Pally at 10 wins.
Awesome. He missed with a Mad Bomber.
Yeah, although he can still use one charge from his weapon.
Yeah, but he's already used. I mean, you're not too upset if he attacks with his Sword of Justice.
Yeah,
It's when he starts like just buffing all his guys with it that it starts getting way out of hand. Like this, we are okay with. Well, that's the sword out of the way.
yeah, and actually, Imp Master is really good for my mind control attack.
Yeah,
And Unleash, that will come probably, possibly.
yeah.
So I just leave that on board. I think it's actually a better card for me than for him.
Yeah, we're not actually in a bad situation now. I think the board state's
Yeah.
pretty even at this point. So, and we've got in some damage early. Yep.
No, we just take his 4/2 off the board.
Well,
Even better.
even better, yeah. Which one would you actually kill with your commander?
Definitely that's an interesting play. And do I just go ahead and sack the buzzard? Yeah, I decided to sack the buzzard. No buzzard unleash combo for me.
Oh,
I definitely don't want to kill the Imp Master because if he puts down 2 minions, I can always
value Kodo.
yeah I can always mind control attack. So like in this situation, I can mind control attack and get something pretty good, 50% of the time.
Well, you're 0 for 2 so far with mind control tech, so let's see what this one does. Winner!
Well, but yeah,
Well, it's better than a 1-1.
definitely. I really like mind control attack because it's so good against Pally. And Pally's a
One of the best 2 classes.
one, yeah.
Not the most upsetting consecration I've ever seen.
No, basically gave
Unleash,
him a
please.
2/1.
Oh, Cultmaster Unleash, dirty. Like, how lucky.
That's pretty lucky. Although I have 2 more in my deck, so.
Jeez. Which reminds me, actually, I've got to get those shirts printed. I think I might just put that on the back, actually, like Starving Buzzard and... just have like Starving
Cultmaster?
Buzzard and not Cultmaster, but Starving Buzzard and Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah.
Although that'd be well played rather than how lucky, wouldn't it?
Well, Jibo had some pretty funny how lucky moments.
Oh,
So
sure.
you
could
can probably
find
just
those as
choose
well.
one of them.
Got to go through 110 videos if that's the case, though. We don't usually ask people in the comments, but what would you actually put on a like a t-shirt representing this channel to represent how lucky? See, I'd want to put Juraxis, but that's not lucky. It's just powerful.
Follow the rule.
Ugh. Had an interesting moment with that guy recently.
The Peacekeeper?
Yeah, I used a mind control tech and nicked the Paladin's War Golem.
Yeah.
He peacekeepered it, so I silenced the War Golem, which
Yeah.
does get rid of which gets rid of the peacekeeper effect.
Yeah, it does.
So it was like, oh, that was an interesting way to use a silence, because I was constantly thinking that maybe if I take it off a taunt, and I could do and that just sort of, I believe I have my 7/7 back. It's like,
Yeah, but he's really struggling at the moment.
he is at the moment, yeah.
And he will just struggle even more when I play the longbow.
Yeah. I don't think the phrase is struggle for that. Well, Stormwind Champion's going to make him struggle a bit more, really.
Yeah, it will. And I can even unleash so that my Cobra stays alive.
Yep. I mean, still doing work.
And unleash.
Yeah, it's really weird, though, because obviously, because the power's gone down on the Savannah Highmane,
Yeah.
it doesn't show any, like, sparkly effect for it, so it doesn't give you any, like, indication that you could silence it.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, let's see if I see the lethal. Ah, I do.
Well done. Go you. $11, so it's 1 to go.
Yeah, 1 to go is the decider.
Yep. We haven't had a 12 winner for a while, mainly because it's been me playing. I've done a couple of 11s, can't complain too much. So it's from back
11's good enough.
well, you know, it's from back in the day where like 9 used to be the max you could do it, so I can do that. It's like 12s are hard.
12 is pretty hard.
It's a chamois at 12, so what are we expecting?
Deathwing, most likely. Or like 3 Fire Elemental, 2 Hex, 2 Lightning Storms.
Yeah. I
Or,
often
you know,
find
just a
it-
crazy Bloodlust deck.
Yeah, I mean, I often find it, like, the decks that I do really well with, many of them do have, like, powerful cards, but I think it's the fact that they don't have any, like, straight-up average or bad cards in there. You know, it's like,
Those are actually my, 7 to 10 win decks.
what, the ones that don't
I-
have
I-
any...
Yeah, so the ones that have quality minions and all around good cards, but nothing spectacular. I don't think you can go 12 with those decks.
Well, I think you've got to... Yeah, I think you've got to have something that gets you to 12 wins, be it either a legendary or, like, just, like, 3 unleashes or a load of flame strikes or whatever. But I actually feel that getting you to 7 to 10 wins is mainly going to be on the basis that your deck doesn't have a crap load of filler in it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of... I know that recently when I've drafted Mage, I've thought, why haven't I done that much better with the deck? And it's like, looking at the decks, it's like, well, yeah, I've got decent cards in it, but then I've had to play, like, you know, like 2 drops that aren't really very good. You know, there's like Crocolisk in the deck and a couple of things, and there's like War Golems in there and things like that, and there's no real punch once you get past 5 mana and things like that. And it's like, and that's, I find that is often a lot more detrimental to the fact that you're just going to lose matches due to not having certain things in your deck.
Yeah, definitely. And I made a pretty big mistake here. I should have killed the 3-2.
Yeah. Like, I don't see why you killed 3-1 and not the 3-2 there, but...
Yeah, I generally think about, you know, if he can brew with this back next turn and stuff like that, but yeah, since I have 3 Unleashes in the deck, I should really not think about all that. Yeah. And there's the combo for me.
I mean, kill his Direwolf, draw 2 cards, that seems fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't always have to be enormous, you know, but...
And also keep the buzzard on board, so...
Yep, true. Means he has to have a spell for it, or like a haste minion, or a Mad Bomber.
Yeah.
Mad Bomber loves you, doesn't it? It just absolutely
It really
loves
does.
you.
It really does. And... oh, where's my other one?
Just draw 2 more cards while I'm at it.
Yeah. And I decided not to let him have a free Timberwolf.
Yep.
Since he's gonna
Sexy
die
Hexy,
anyway.
there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the only big problem with this deck is that I don't have bait for cards.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can't bait anything out. I just have to play the Savannah in, and if they have a Hex or a Polymorph, like I haven't seen a single Polymorph in the 13 games that I played, and I won't see one here. So in the 14 games that I played, so I guess I got pretty lucky.
I think you're always going to have some element of luck to get into 12 wins, because there's just going to be decks out there you can't beat.
Yeah.
Just the amount of people who are playing the game, there are going to be decks you can't beat.
Yeah.
Well, he's got all 4 of his totems out now.
And
that's your last Unleash, isn't it? That as well.
Yeah, but I have the Cult Master for it.
Oh god. It's like, I have Cult Master, I have Unleash, I have all the
And look
things.
at me, I have to play a discounted Unleash because I would have gotten 5 doggies, but I don't want to sack any of them. I mean any of the other minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking that I'm going to overdraw my hand if I kill off all 3 of the guys.
Yeah.
So
That was a fairly decent turn. Again, Lightning Storm is what brings him back into it, but...
yeah, but even then I have a huge value advantage, so...
yeah, exactly. See, this is the
I
thing.
guess I should have just went with overdrawing my hand, but whatever.
Here's a random fact for anyone who doesn't know about Magic the Gathering. In Magic the Gathering, Maddie would have drawn 5 cards there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there is no max minion size, right?
No. Your Cult Master would have triggered for all your guys. Because it counts all effects as happening simultaneously. So your Cult Master is still there, basically, whenever... it's a really weird sort of way that Magic works it out.
from the Lightning Storm. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
So you would have drawn 5 cards because 5 other minions and Cult Master went in the bin at the same time. Doesn't happen in Hearthstone, but would have happened in Magic the Gathering. And it would not have happened in Hex, I don't think.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I don't think there is I don't think there's a card which does that in Hex. So
yeah,
probably be something which goes in their next set. Come on, kill your own healing totem. Jeez, you are so good at Mad Bomber.
Not that it mattered, like unless it hit my 3-2 twice. Oh no, it actually would have
It
mattered
did matter,
because
yeah. That's why we call this Maddy bombing.
yeah, I'm just that good. Okay, let's kill your 5 rally for free.
Yeah. So let's just kill all your stuff.
Yeah, and play the other guy, so I can have 2 big taunters next turn.
Any more ways to draw cards in the deck, or are we done with that?
No, we're done. We played both the Buzzards and the Card Master. So I guess we have an Acolyte in the deck, but you know, whatever. And you can see that he sacked his healing totem rather than attacking into me. Oh yeah.
That's a pretty big guy. I'm always a little bit, you know, when I'm playing against Shaun, I'm always weirded out about which totems to take out immediately, or do you just take out every totem immediately?
I generally do because of Bloodlust and, you know, Argus and Card Master and all that. I just take out totems and that's it.
Yeah, that longbow really did quite a bit of work there, didn't it?
Yeah, took 2 fire rallies out.
Yeah.
And yeah, his deck is pretty nuts. We've seen 1 Hex, 1 Lightning Storm, 2 fire rallies,
Earth Elemental.
and an Earth Elemental. Not gonna help you, bro, but close. Yeah, I should just play the Mind Control tech here, really. There's no way I'm going to be able to Mind Control tech anything unless he's got
Yeah.
Onyxia. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually one of the things that I was wary about in my last mage deck. I took Mind Control tech, and then I was like, I'm playing mage, my opponent shouldn't have 4 creatures.
Yeah.
It's like, unless I'm deliberately letting him put guys out so I can just flame strike his head off, it's like I am not, you know, I'm not letting him have minions, basically.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocation.
And I play my Buzzard for fun.
Yeah. Again, he's got, like, no outs to that. I'm not sure there's a card in Hearthstone that can help us. Well, Deathwing. Yeah, there's Deathwing.
That thing is there. And I actually have no good 1-card counter against that swing. I have the Hunter's Mark Unleash combo, but...
But 12 wins, so let's have a look at what you get.
Let's see.
Yep, 250 gold, that's the Caravel way. Did get a gold SI7 agent, though, so...
Yeah, and that's actually my second golden SI7, so...
Nice. And what do we get in the packs? An epic, you've got an epic there. And it's an Earth Elemental.
Yeah.
So...
The Blizzard algorithms were screwed because I won my last game, so they still gave me, you know, the most annoying card in the last game. But they actually couldn't give me the card that screwed me over because I wasn't screwed over this time.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, guys, thanks for staying with us for the past 2 hours. We realised this was a very long video, but hopefully it was worth it. Look out for some more content coming soon. Hopefully a little bit more regularly again once we get the guys back up on their feet. And any final thoughts, Maddy?
Not really. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and if you have any comments or feedback, let us know.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming on, showing us a 12-win Hunter. Are you gonna play Mage or Pally ever in the future, or is that 3,600 gold enough?
We'll see. Maybe I do one just for you.
And having said that, though, I think it's a case where I should probably pay Mage and Pally because I'm the one who's actually looking to win at this point. Having said that, though, I pretty much like Rogue, to tell you the truth. Although, again, I seem to be going like either 10 wins or 2 with Rogue. It's really weird. But anyway, with that aside, guys, we will let you go and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, whatever you've got left to enjoy. And we will all see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.